Hi, Shay.
Hi, Brie. We're finally starting after 45 minutes of technical difficulties, and I'm already slurring my words. So
I know,
good.
me too. We just laughed about nothing at all.
Well, you made a really awesome song about my cat.
I did.
And
it
not
was 2 sentences.
an analogy, so.
No, it's not.
I've had too much to drink already.
What? I did pour a lot of vodka in your drink.
It was like half vodka.
What are we drinking
today? It was a real
today?
highball.
It was.
Let's see. I got some. We went really fancy today.
We got super fancy.
Yeah, it was super.
Soup's fancy, bruh.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
we got some
say.
awesome orange juice with some pineapple zing to it.
Little pina.
Too close.
The pina.
I know. I was super confused early when you were talking to me about that. We've got some strawberries and some solid water. Ice cubes.
And vodka.
Yeah.
Because we always got
there's a lot of vodka.
We always got vodka a lot. Yeah. Yep. And that's what we're drinking tonight.
Woo!
On this, what's today? Thursday evening? Your cat is playing with...
He doesn't have anybody else to play with, okay?
You're right. He's
Buddha
playing
just hides
with
under the
my
bed,
purse.
and he waits for me to come home,
Handle.
and I promptly fall asleep.
What's that called?
I'm a very neglectful mom.
You are.
No. Look how fat he is. Oh,
You're
look.
Right. Look at that look he gives.
I'm
We should just record Colonel Mustard, and that's
well, that would really be a welcome to 30-ish.
That would.
Two ladies talking about their cat. Well, he's not ours. He's mine.
Is he mine, too? I mean, he wants me to be his.
Hey.
Yeah, he just, pawed you, get off me.
He likes the love.
I want Brianna.
So, with all that being said, welcome to 30-ish.
Welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome. I'm very songy today.
Yeah, you are. Well,
I mean, I usually
That was a very strong drink, so to be
She's
fair.
the man, that's what that was from. Yeah. Welcome to 30-ish. Welcome to our fucking podcast. I just wanted to have you and to say welcome.
Wow.
There you go. There's my monologue for today.
That's nice. Well, I'm going to ask you to do another monologue because I'm going to ask you how your awesome dinner went last night.
Oh, it went great. We had a 45-person, 5-course, kind of heavy appetizer-y, wine-paired dinner. And it was with this awesome investment group. Oh, yeah. And they love us. It was our second dinner with them, and they are fucking sweet to work for, and they want to keep doing dinners with us, and it's been really fun.
Fuck yeah, girl.
It was a spring themed, because yesterday was literally the first day of spring. Happy spring, y'all.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect, one of those.
Know.
Not the solstice, an equinox.
It's one of the ones where you dance under the moon. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't keep up.
Yes. My sister's doing a yoga thing to the moon.
Oh, I thought you said she was actually dancing under the moon.
She might have. Last night the moon, I don't know if you saw it, but it was
very bright. It burned my retinas.
Very illuminated. Like a bright LED light bulb. In my eyes!
In your eyes?
Yes. But yeah, my dinner went well.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
You want to do a little shameless plug?
Oh, I have a...
There you be.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Shay.
That's what I'm here for, just
I have
to
a
set you
private
up.
chef business. Me and my wonderful boyfriend, Christopher Carmel. And it is called... My name is Brie. And our business is called Brie and Carmel. Because those are our fucking names.
Right? That's like fate.
I know. He's just so cute.
I've just been by the name.
And an incredible chef as well. Oh, and the names. Yeah. That's pretty
Not
silly.
the fact that he was a sweet guy.
Oh, fuck that.
Well.
But his last name is Sweet. Love? And so together we are Brie and Carmel.
Hold my cat in my lap.
And we usually go to people's houses and cook them 4-course dinners or heavy app parties or
fuck yeah, girl.
Whatever you want. Pay fucking super crazy diet menus. Perfect. I got you.
Yeah.
I can do anything for
They're
you.
We only eat corn.
I'm well, you probably shouldn't
I know.
do that.
I was going to see if
like
you actually did like a PSA
like a
for them. Be like, we're not
slaughterhouse.
doing that.
A slaughterhouse diet. Just corn. No. But anyway, yeah, that's my shameless plug, I guess.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's it. Thanks, Shay.
I,
Thanks for letting me get my
my
business
takeaway
name
is
out
50%,
there.
so just remember that.
Perfect. Well, that's about negative
Whoa.
$40 right now. Just kidding.
That's fine.
Just kidding. That's a lie.
That's a lie. No,
Anyway.
you're doing well. You're doing really well.
We are.
Okay. What?
Oh my God, that could have been really bad. What if your cat hung himself on this cord on accident?
Well, I would hope that since I could reach him, I wouldn't just
That's
watch
true.
him.
I guess that's true.
What if he just hung himself and I just sat here and watched him? Yeah.
Oh no, what should I do?
That's why
Not
I
watch
can't make
him.
that distinction to have like actual children. I can't make that. You
can't
call.
make that. Yeah,
No.
that's good that you just.
If I'm
have
still
cats.
watching my cat. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking
Okay,
about my
let's-
cat being strangled. Anyway.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah. Well, there goes our PETA endorsement.
Oh, damn it. So, how was your week?
It was just filled with fulfilling things.
Life lessons.
Yeah. No, my week has been pretty kind of meh.
Yeah.
Just a nothing week.
Yeah, it's just been a
Just
straightforward.
coasting. But that's what kind of happens when you get to 30ish. You just 30ish. Again, apparently you don't know numbers anymore. So you just say the whole thing's like an ish.
Yeah.
It was all like a blur.
It was.
Yeah. So, yeah, just anyway, it doesn't matter.
Well, that sounds like a nice week for you.
It was.
Good.
Well, I mean, really, technically, we're almost done. Tomorrow's Friday. Senile. I'm super senile. They're going to have to put me in a home.
We're going to have to...
I did...
Admit you?
No, that's right.
Admit you.
No, admit you.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. Don't second guess yourself.
You're right, but
Just
say
say
it
the word
and
with
it doesn't
conviction.
matter.
Everyone will buy it.
It's true.
They'll be
know what I
hashtagging
mean.
it in the morning, and you'll be like, "I'm a trend."
I'm burn like a peach.
God damn it.
Never live it down.
Nope.
Ever live it down. Hopefully you guys listen to our first episode, because that's where that
Well,
is from. Shay
if they're
said that.
if they haven't listened, I don't know what they're doing here, but
Yeah, you're right. Why would they just... Oh, I'm going to listen to the 4th episode. Is this our 4th episode?
yes.
Oh my God.
I still need to edit the Micheal Jackson one. I'm still just a little. I just needed a break from Micheal Jackson, so I was kind of waiting to edit it. But I'm gonna edit it for Sunday. We're gonna be on the money.
Yes, we are.
But that one again is not gonna be as funny.
Because I don't know shit about that.
Well, apparently
kind
for
of
45 minutes I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So whatever. Here we are. Here we are.
We're here.
Here we are.
And what are we talking about today?
Well, let's see. I rolled.
Another verb.
Oh my god. I rolled
That
with some
cheesy pasta.
It was delicious though.
I might have put a little extra cheese on there.
Do it all the time, please.
What?
I don't remember. Oh, yes.
What
see?
were we talking about?
Oh, good God. It is past my bedtime.
It is.
No, it's not. I'm being stupid.
For me.
Anyway, so I rolled crime, so I got a nice little... Well, it's not nice. It's pretty gruesome. We'll get all our jokes out in the...
first? Or should I go first?
You go first, because you got to... I'm going to, like... It'll be all... Because I don't know if we're going to want to be laughing after this. I mean, yeah, it's just intense.
Well, I rolled nostalgia.
Ooh, what are we talking about?
Well...
You'll probably tell us soon.
Yes. Are we going in? Are we doing
I think so. Like we did our little
did
thing.
our
We don't
little
have
intro.
any. We're not big enough to actually have like housekeeping or shit. Like we
No.
fired the cat today, so
Yeah,
we had to let him go, and it was a little awkward.
The cats.
He kept pawing at the door. It was really awful. I told him to get on out of here.
We had to fire a few people last week, but we're back on track this week.
We're gonna hit our nut in this third quarter.
Yes, we are. The 4th.
Actually, I think it's like it's the second. Because really, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
What are we talking about?
we're
I
trying
don't
a little
know.
too hard to riff, and it's not working. So
What
anyway.
I'm doing
Yes.
today, I'm going to kind of do a little I love the 90s
ooh, yeah,
kind
like
of thing.
the pop-up videos.
Yeah, it's going to be like a podcast pop-up video.
But without you getting to see it, because...
It's not going to be like a pop-up video. I'm just going to say some shit.
Well, that's because we also don't have French Stewart reading off things, so, there's that.
Let's go to French Stewart, who's grinning like an idiot.
It was, yeah.
Anywho, that's the only thing I know about French Stewart's from like Third
Rock from
the
the Sun. That was a good show too.
I never watched that show.
Oh, it was so good.
It's on Hulu. I maybe need to watch it.
You should. It's like where, what's his face?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I was like
Jordy?
Gordon. I was like saying Gordon. That's not right.
Jordy from fucking Michael Jackson's life.
Oh my God, Brianna.
We're going to bring it back to Michael Jackson again because we're talking about 1992, which is actually the year that he started.
Kind of his heyday, huh?
Yeah, that's when Michael Jackson.
Well, that wasn't his heyday. What are you talking about, Shay? Jesus Christ.
It was his fucking doomsday.
It was like he was right on the doorstep.
Well, not
to his
even,
apocalypse.
because like 30 years later, we're fucking finding out that, well,
they almost got him. His sister was like fucking calling his number, and they were like, she's crazy. She's probably a booze hound. Turns out she was right all along. We're sorry, LaToya.
Where is LaToya?
Who
They
the
probably
fuck knows?
finally kidnapped her.
Probably.
I was like...
She probably was just like, yeah, I told you fucking guys. Jesus.
I didn't know. I didn't see what happened to her husband. Like, because apparently
I don't
they're not
know
together.
really
But I'm
anything
like,
about the
maybe
Jacksons.
he got fucking...
Iced.
He got iced! And that's why LaToya was like, oh, I made all that stuff up. My husband told me to say it.
Every time I think about ice, I think about the Hocus Pocus with ice when he shaved the back of his head.
Oh my God!
Just bringing it back to nostalgia. That's all I was trying to do.
About Hocus Pocus today.
Ice. It's ice. It's ice.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Yeah, just bringing it back. Okay. Nostalgia.
All right,
Let's
nostalgia. I am talking about the year 1992. How old were you in 1992, Shay?
Let me do some math.
5, 6.
No, I think it was 7. It's because my birthday was late in the year, so it's kind of a trick question.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're December.
I'm such an idiot.
You're
but it's
December.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1992.
Mm-hmm.
I was 3.
Yes.
And 1992 is not the year that Columbus sailed the ocean blue, okay?
No,
Just
but
so you know.
number...
I feel like I sometimes would accidentally say, when I was saying that right, I'd be like, in the year 1992. And
Because
I'd
it
be
rhymed?
because it rhymes. I knew it was not right.
That's fine.
After the fact. So, I just wanted to start this 1992 flashback with, I'm going to throw you in
like
my
my
DeLorean
heyday, man.
and gut it to 92.
I like it. Brie, where we're going, we don't need roads.
So first, let's talk about the movies, the popular movies of 1992 that I love.
This is my prime right here.
Number
6
1,
years old.
Batman Returns, which is the one
Scared me as
with,
a kid, but it's okay.
That's the one with Penguin, right?
It has Penguin, Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito as Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
The best, besides Matilda's dad. One of the best characters of Danny DeVito.
He was pretty good as Mr. Wormwood, though. That's
Matilda's
father.
I was like, wait, what's that one?
Jesus Christ.
Dummy. So yeah, Batman Returns came out. I watched that movie like, I think as a teenager.
I would hope you were not watching it
I definitely didn't watch it at 3.
Like, this is awesome.
Aladdin also came out
I do remember
1992.
seeing that in the theaters when like the seats were like the little cushion like that just surrounded the cardboard that was really hard.
Oh yeah.
And everything was sticky.
Everything was straight.
You didn't have cup holders.
No, you didn't. You had to hold that shit in your lap.
It was better just bring a goddamn lawn chair.
You just had to fucking hope not a tall person was sitting in front of you, especially if you were a child.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're fucked if you have someone tall sitting in front of you in a movie theater in the 90s.
You done fucked. And it didn't have like
How can I see the new world Aladdin's going to show me?
It didn't have like the... Exactly. It didn't have like the slanted floor either.
No.
It was like
if there
straight.
was a slant, it was like literally like
yeah.
What is that? Like 2-degree angle?
It's true.
Is that what that would
better,
be?
Right? Yeah, the 2 degree.
2 degrees.
You're really probably good
Perfect.
at geometry.
So yeah, Aladdin came out. That was definitely one of my favorites.
Was
Aladdin was definitely one of my fucking
Yeah, what do you think? Are you? Yeah, it's because he was pretty cute.
He was those fucking parachute pants and his fucking
Right?
open-chested vest.
But then you would watch.
God,
you would watch like fucking Full House and you're like, boo.
Well, I never really caught on to that till like later in my life.
And then did you close your eyes? You're like,
and then it just made me more excited. It made me more excited to watch him because I was like, I can just look. I don't have to look at you. I can pretend you're Aladdin.
Yeah.
And you're wearing
he was pretty
purple
awesome,
vest.
His little hat.
And your little monkey hat.
Mm-hmm.
Because Abu wore that same hat.
Well, I mean, you can't also be the cast the cast. Robin Williams. He was like the cast.
Yeah. Who else is in it?
Just the guy from Full House. I don't know who Jasmine was.
Who's fucking Jafar?
Nobody knows.
The Sultan? What's the Sultan's name? Does he have a name?
I don't think they named him in the movie, no. It's just the Sultan.
The Sultan. Good, he doesn't deserve a name.
I'm not quite sure how I feel with the second
easily.
one, though. I'm not the second one, the live action one.
Oh my, you don't know what to think of it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why? Because Will Smith is blue?
Oh no, he could be kidding. Yellow. No. I don't give a shit. I don't know.
I think it looks really fucking good.
I think it'll be good, and I think Will Smith will be fine. Like, it'll be great because he's Will Smith, and he'll bring this life to the character. But it's so hard to see somebody replacing Robin Williams.
Well, yeah, it fucking sucks.
It just sucks.
God, that's fucking horrible.
I didn't mean to play footsie with you right there.
Oh, that's
getting a little wasted. I'm not
your
kidding.
Cat is literally pouncing on your rug.
Well, he just
shook his butt on your other rug and then ran to pounce on the other
shadow
one.
Like Peter Pan.
But
not like the cutout.
Oh God. Look at my Peter Pan cat, or look. I'm just kidding. Your roommate's probably like, shut the fuck up.
I know. I'm trying to study.
I'm sorry.
I know. He doesn't have any friends. Buddha doesn't like to play. She's kind of a bitch. Like her mother. Me.
It's fine. Buddha.
It's fine. Okay. So, Aladdin was amazing, and I
remember
seeing that in theaters. It was one of my favorite movies, that and like Beauty and the Beast, but that's a tale for another day.
Yes. Another movie that came out, Sister Act. Did you ever watch that?
Not till I was a little bit older.
Well, yeah, I probably watched it when I was older too.
I was older than you, but yeah.
Yeah, but
probably like 3 years.
I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school, 1st through 8th grade, and I definitely watched Sister Act because that was the coolest nun movie fucking ever.
Oh, I was like gonna say, did they allow you to watch that? They were like.
I feel like in 7th grade we watched it.
I don't feel like it was disparaging to.
No, it wasn't. It actually was like, wow, these nuns can be hip.
They are. They got Whoopi by their side.
Pretty hip nuns. Sister Margaret was. She was. I don't know if. I guess I could say this on my podcast. Well, I think she was a closet lesbian.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Everyone
has opinions.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that they're true.
That's true. But she dressed very manly. She was a nun. Maybe she became a nun. She was very boy. She had a very short haircut. She dressed she never all the nuns wore skirts. She never wore a skirt ever. She always wore a nice polo. She was from Ireland.
Oh.
Sister Margaret, she taught
not
science. Not
that being from Ireland makes you gay. I didn't mean to say it like, oh. I did not mean that at all. Oh, shit. That was her
I caught the mic.
Yeah, you did.
Sister Margaret's slapping me in the face right now.
Is. She's like, get the hell out of here with
Sister
this
Margaret. I hope she's still alive. One of my sisters, my 8th grade sister, is Father, Son, Holy Spirit has passed a while ago, but may she rest in peace, Sister Mary. She was the best grammar teacher around.
Good. Well,
anyway,
okay. You need to put that closer to be able to because you were going like this, but it was like you just doing this.
Oh,
so that was really funny.
So yeah, Sister Act came out. That was fucking Whoopi Goldberg's the shit. Also another one, Bodyguard, came out.
No, I actually have never watched that movie.
I haven't either. But we should watch it.
We should watch that one. But I mean, obviously, I know the iconic song from it.
And then the other big movie that came out, fucking Wayne's World.
Oh, we all know Wayne's World, girl. Okay. Are you gonna go from the
And the iconic Bohemian Rhapsody scene, which
that one
Queen
was actually
used
amazing.
in their music video, and they were
in their actual music video.
Yeah, I guess they.
I did not know that.
Clips. Yeah, I read a little excerpt about that.
That's pretty cool.
And Michael Myers was like, "Holy shit, this is the fucking coolest thing ever."
Shit.
Even though, yeah. So anyway, Wayne's World came out that year too.
That was a good one too. But
Michael
again, I didn't
Myers
watch
and
that.
Dana Carvey.
At their peak.
Yeah, I definitely didn't watch that when I was 3 either.
Well, actually, that's not true. Maybe Dana Carvey's peak. Poor Dana Carvey. He was one of the most underrated comedians. He really was
hilarious
fucking
still.
Funny. I guess he's not dead, but
no.
But even Mike Myers, I mean, he's really funny too, and
But they're just very different.
Kind of screwed him over.
The Guru. Oh, I never saw that.
It's okay that you didn't.
He is on an episode of, I think, the Jerry Seinfeld show, the talking comedians in cars or something. Talking to...
Oh, yeah.
Getting coffee in cars with comedians or something.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to cars in comedians. Is that what I just said? I don't even know what I just said.
Talking to comedians in cars. Is that what you're trying to go there for, buddy?
Yeah, something like that. Coffee. Something about
There's
coffee, cars,
and whatever.
comedians.
Coffee does sound amazing.
The 3 C's.
The 3 C's.
Not the C word.
No,
C
not
words.
even a little bit.
Anyway. Now let's move on to music.
Okay.
There's some good fucking songs that came out in 92. Like classic.
Like, hit me.
Classic 90s shit. First of all, Baby Got Back was 92. Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Was it 92?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know it was that old.
And that booty music video where they're like jumping on. Know what it... I know this is...
I didn't know it was that old. I thought it was like, I don't know, in 1987 or something like that. It's
Sir
some
Mix-a-Lot
shit.
sailed the ocean blue.
There it is.
He didn't.
No.
He might have actually sailed. He probably got fucking rich off that song. So
probably.
He probably sailed a little bit.
What happened there?
Uh-oh.
A little hiccup.
Stopping?
It's fine.
Hiccup?
Little hiccup.
That
it's
came...
fine.
Okay, so that was 92. Rhythm is a dancer. It's another tantrum. That's by a band called Snap! Exclamation point. And that song was hitting the fucking clubs. I fucking clubbed hard to that in 92.
I don't
know about you. I was fucking jamming to that.
I know you were.
I kind of said this before, but I Will Always Love You came out that year, and that was top of the charts.
That was actually a
changed people's lives.
Song. It did.
Did we talk about this? This was, that was written by Dolly Parton, right? It was not a Whitney song.
I think I don't remember.
But she fucking sang the shit out of it.
Yeah, she did. I remember, which is insane to me that actually, is there like a version of Dolly Parton singing it? Because I would love to see what her version would be.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But I think I remember in the Whitney documentary that it said something like that Dolly Parton actually wrote.
Which is another sad one.
Yeah, that one was really devastating because I really feel like she killed herself. Yeah. Which is sad.
It kind of pointed in that direction.
I
mean, it's kind of like
I guess
the Michael Jackson thing and like Prince. Like, they're just like, I'm fucking done.
Right.
Like, that's how
Right, I feel like, yeah. I mean, I don't know about Michael Jackson, because, again, I don't really know enough about... I mean, I knew he died. It was under suspicious circumstances, 1,000%, but I didn't really read enough. Or, yeah, you know what I mean.
Well, I mean,
and neither
he would beg his doctors for, like, such high doses of shit, and, like, they would listen to him, and then, like, he just had a really horrible... Well, I mean, his doctor had to have fucking known, though.
If he's getting paid enough money, he's going to do whatever he wants.
Just fucking put me to sleep.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Because also he was Michael Jackson never slept.
No. Which is insane
because
to me.
He couldn't sleep. How could he sleep living with himself?
With that damn conscience.
And just was numbing it with painkillers not painkillers, like fucking morphine and not morphine. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know the terms of things.
Yes,
I don't know exactly what it was. He
was
numbing himself on Bengay and ice packs. What? Anywho, next song. On to the... Oh, yes. I guess we can talk about... Was there... Oh, there wasn't a Michael Jackson. Oh, I think Black and White, I read somewhere that it was out.
Was it?
Let's delete that, what I just said.
It doesn't matter. You can. I mean, it's part of the... I mean...
I don't think that's right, though.
It's not like you're making a note of his...
You're right.
Sex crimes. I mean,
no, but I think I just made that up. Something was. I just forgot because I didn't want to. I didn't want to highlight it.
I know.
Anyways,
good on you.
Another one, which was this song I remember very specifically. It was very near and dear to my heart. "Achy Breaky Heart" by Billy Ray Cyrus.
I do remember that one. And
he was my first love.
Really?
When I was legit 3 years old. First love. I used to sing that fucking song.
I just see like this miniature version of you, like not
with
as a
chubby
baby.
Ass cheeks.
No, just like this. You, just smaller.
Yeah,
just like
pretty much.
I love him. And sing.
Yeah, that mullet.
Accents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I we had a recording of his concert on VHS. Mm-hmm. And I used to watch that thing every fucking day. And then somehow the VHS disappeared. I think my parents might have thrown it away.
They probably did.
But I fucking loved that song. Oh, Billy Ray Cyrus. And then my parents would always make me sing it for everyone that came over because I loved it so much, and I loved to like put on shows for people. So
good on you.
I loved it.
You did.
Also, apparently, I didn't really realize this, but something called it was like Billy Ray Cyrus's like launch into stardom. It was called the Cyrus virus.
I don't know anything about that.
It was because of his beautiful tank tops and tight jeans and mullet and fucking high tops.
Goodness.
Yeah, pretty silly. Another song back in 92 that came out was Crisscross will make it jump, jump. Man, daddy, I gotta make it jump, jump. The man gotta make it. So, they were both named Chris. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I know the song very well. But they're both named Chris. One is Chris Mac Daddy Kelly, and the other one is Chris Daddy Mac Smith.
That's confusing.
And they were 12 and 13 years old.
Really?
Yeah, they were little baby They were just fucking
gangsters
throwing it down. And they were discovered by 19-year-old Jermaine Dupri. Do you remember him?
Just babies watching babies.
Babies watching babies.
I don't remember him, no.
Jermaine Dupri, one of his most famous songs for my life was Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them. Like he was in that.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, wait, he sings Got the top down. Wait, what? Top down screaming out money ain't a thing? He's in that.
I don't.
You know that song?
I don't think I do.
You do.
Okay.
You fucking know that song.
I don't know.
Got the top down screaming out money ain't a thing. I can't do it. Anyway,
I would
that was
believe you if you. Yeah.
Another one. Rump Shaker by Rex and Effect. All I wanna do is a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
I remember that one.
Just shake your rump.
I remember that one.
Yeah, that's a real good one. 92.
Damn, 92, you fat.
Yeah. Real Love by Mary J. Blige came out. And let's see. Free Your Mind and the rest of
Didn't appreciate this shit till I was 10.
I know.
And then it was straight to Spice Girls.
But, yeah. Oh.
That was a real rough time in my life.
Why was it rough?
I don't know.
Spice Girls brought confidence.
No, I was all embarrassed to like the Spice Girls.
Why?
So then I just got into like stupid pop punk, like Sum 41, because I was all complicated.
You were so...
With my Good Charlotte,
were
my
you
Sum 41,
emo?
and my...
Eventually?
Yeah.
A little bit emo?
I don't really like to say that I was, but my family was like, "Dude, Shannon's so emo." I'm like, fuck all you fuckers.
Fuck you guys, I'm gonna
Just
park
because
my
I had
bangs
this
to the
tear,
side.
like, you know, stenciled in my face doesn't mean anything about me being emo. Assholes.
Oh my god.
No, I was an asshole when I was a teenager. I admit that. I was a total dick.
Yeah, so I think that's all the songs I wanted to point out. Let's see, any good ones? Oh, Celine Dion. If you ask me to.
I just always
If you asked me to.
That one's...
In case no one understood.
I don't remember that one, but I remember It's All Coming Back to Me.
Oh my god, that is the fucking best one. There were nights when the wind was so cool.
It was. You just described Wind, Celine. It was good.
When the wind was so cool? Is that what she says? There were nights when the wind was so fucking cool.
That's what wind does. It makes you cool.
I sat there crying in the blind and the sun out the window forever. And you were crying in the end that you laughed. God, I wish I could sing like Celine.
Dude, doesn't everybody?
Didn't I?
Did I? Did I sound like her? I closed my eyes and I was at her Vegas show.
Does she still have a show?
I don't know. I'm sure she does.
My friend Lindsay Beadle went. Lindsay, I still want to go with you. We should all go.
We should go to Vegas.
Yeah. We should. Also, Drake's about to have a residency there, so yeah.
Is she going to take over Michael Jackson's? That's no longer there.
Yeah. He had one?
Michael Jackson, he had the Cirque du Soleil. However you say that French bullshit.
Cirque du Soleil.
There it is.
Cirque du Soleil.
So he...
That's how they say it in France.
But he had it was called, I think, it was called One, I believe. And they closed it down. They shut it down. At least the last I read. I could be wrong, but... I probably am.
No, probably he's going to take over Michael. That was not the year.
Because I forgot to mention this because I was super tired last week.
Aw. I like how you got really close.
I just got really close to that. But that was one of the theories on why Wade said what he did was because he was upset that he wasn't picked for this Cirque. Fucking. He got passed over for that job, and I thought that was complete bullshit. I'm like, so he made false allegations to the superstar because he didn't get a fucking job, please.
Yeah, he made up that whole fucking story.
Fake news.
Goddamn tabloids ruining people's lives. All right, I told you all the songs. Now it's time for TV.
Ooh.
Ren and Stimpy came out this year. Did you watch that show?
That was my jam. I actually have 3 of their seasons on DVD still. Don't watch them. I still have them, though. Fuck you. We can't be friends anymore.
I don't hate it. I've never tried to watch it, but
Why don't you like it?
Well, first of all, I never was allowed to. My parents didn't want me to watch Rugrats, which I did. Spoiler alert.
You are totally gangster.
I know. I watched fucking Rugrats.
Wait a minute. So wait, you don't like Ren and Stimpy?
No, I wasn't allowed to watch it, and then I've tried to watch it, and I'm like, this is
Okay, but when did you try to watch it? When?
As a teenager.
Really?
I mean, I liked the song Happy Happy Joy Joy. I think I'm just that kind of humor is just not my thing.
It is a lot of potty humor.
Yeah, I'm not I just don't think I am just.
I just really loved the animation. It was really different, and I loved the music because they use these classical undertones. I mean,
I just never watched
not at the time that I was really appreciative of that. I was just like,
the classical. Yeah, damn girl, you were reading real into Ren and Stimpy.
Fart on TV and picking his
with
nose
the classical undertones.
But to be honest, it was
Farts
beautiful animation.
Really in tune with the classical undertones,
which is hilarious because there was one. I guess what do you call them, episodes? I don't know if you call them episodes, but he had a fart. Show. He had a fart baby, and it was called Stinky, and super original. I know, and he had a little fart baby, and then the fart baby had to leave the nest. It was a whole thing.
Was it a weird little green thing that had arms?
Yes. Yeah, that was.
I feel like I remember that.
That was Stinky's son. Stimpy's son.
Was that just one?
It was just one of the episodes. Yeah, I mean they were very
Was it episodic. 2 episodes in one? I think so.
It was episode? Oddly enough, it was a Christmas episode. So yeah.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. And Ren was the fat
thing? No. Stimpy was the cat. He was the fat cat, and Ren was the really.
That's a cat.
Yeah, it's a cat. It's a cat.
I don't know shit.
It's a cat and a dog. Ren is a Chihuahua.
Well, I knew that, but I thought.
But I loved how I
never knew.
It looked so.
Stimpy was, and I didn't know Stimpy was the big one.
Maybe my cousins were right. Maybe I was just an emo asshole because I was just. They were these really cool, just creepy looking. When they would do these really still shot, these super detailed whatever. It was just creepy and weird, and it wasn't stupid Bugs Bunny shit. See, I don't like it
nice
now.
Bugs Bunny shit where he just killed the Roadrunner and stuff.
He didn't kill the Roadrunner.
I guess Bugs Bunny did.
Okay. The Roadrunner, he didn't. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, go on. Just keep going.
Ren and Stimpy came out in 1992, y'all. You guys are fucking old.
Hey, when did Rocco come out?
I don't know. It didn't.
Nothing. Okay, keep going.
I think 90. I want to say 94. Rocco came out, but I don't know.
No, that was a cool cartoon.
Yeah. Do you remember Goof Troop?
Mm-hmm.
That came out. And I think...
I watched it a handful of times. I watched more Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Because Nickelodeon was the shit.
Pete and Pete came out in 92.
I did watch Pete and Pete.
I didn't really watch that a lot. I knew it had a little tattoo
I watched it
thing.
less than Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh, God. Clarissa Explains It All. That came out in 91, so I couldn't talk about it this year. I was really sad.
Was awesome. Oh, Ferguson.
I used to want... a fucking window seat, and I wanted Sam to just climb up his ladder, and I wanted to climb up his. Just kidding, I definitely didn't in 93.
You got your own Sam.
I had Billy Ray Cyrus to look at.
You did.
Yeah, I have Christopher now who climbs up the ladder of my heart.
There it is. I wanted a pet alligator for a long time because she had one. Elvis. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but we're not talking about that.
But we're not talking about Clarissa because she was 91.
No, she's way in the past.
Barney came out in 92.
I was going to ask.
Fucking Barney and
Friends. Okay, you want to hear this sad story? Okay. Yeah. So.
Here we go.
And it wasn't, I think, till 93 or 94 because Barney had, like, kind of changed his appearance a little bit. So, but it was right, because, like, for me, I was, like, 8 or 9? It's a super not proud moment in my life.
You loved Barney.
Well, for you and for my sister, for instance.
You were 6.
It was, no, but, like, not at the time. Like, I wasn't really watching Barney then. I was watching it around the time when my sister got into it.
You shouldn't have been watching Barney.
I should not have been watching it. So Rachel became part of, like, this Barney Kids Club, which I'm pretty sure she could give 2 fucking fucks about. And I was super jealous that she was part of it. And so
were you
I
too old for it?
demanded that my parents make me part of the club. And they got me a little card. And who the fuck cares? But
they probably just made it up and they're like, here's Shay, just fucking shut up
Jesus,
about this.
Shut the fuck up.
Shannon.
Again, my grandpa, yes, he made me a card and threw it in my face.
God damn it. So I like to watch Disney, and this show came out this year. Do you remember Adventures in Wonderland?
I don't remember that one.
It was like a live action Alice in Wonderland. It was really weird and trippy, but it had like real people and like big costumes.
I remember like I've seen like memes of it, and I think I remember watching like an episode. We didn't have the Disney Channel. We would just watch Nickelodeon. Or we probably had it, but we just never.
My parents did not like Nickelodeon. They thought it was like the devil.
Right, because Nickelodeon, I think for me, I mean, it was right like because Nickelodeon, I feel like came before Disney. I could be wrong, but I feel like when I was kind of growing up, I kind of passed because the Disney Channel I think was more for like the little kids at the time, so I kind of was more like, so Rachel would just watch what I watched. Yeah, we never watched the Disney Channel, so I don't know. We never watched.
Well, Adventures in Wonderland, it was sweet. Yeah, that's why you never knew what Gummy Bears was. That was another really good Disney cartoon.
Nope.
Wonder when that came out. It probably came out around 92.
Yeah, probably. Because it has that,
I'm gonna guess.
They all have the same kind of, like that same stock look. Anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another show that came out was, I never knew this was a show, but it was called Golden Palace. And it was a spin-off of Golden Girls, and they owned a hotel.
Was it a cartoon?
No.
Oh.
It was a live, it had all the characters plus new ones.
Like the same actresses?
Yeah. Like Betty White, the lady that played Blanche, Dorothy, whatever. What is her name?
They owned a hotel?
But they own a hotel.
But how long, how many seasons did they have?
2. It lasted for 2 years. They were like, why are you spinning off Golden Girls? Why don't you just keep Golden Girls going?
Well, usually when a spin-off happens, it's with different characters, not the same characters.
Well, it's it was, I guess, I mean, maybe that's not the technical term, Miss Video Editor.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not making accusations.
It was a sequel to the show. What would it be called?
It's I feel like I want to use the example of, which is kind of funny that I'm using a Disney example because I never watched Disney, but when I moved up here, I watched a lot of Disney with my cousin Ellie when she was little.
With Wizards of Waverly Place?
Oh, that was a bomb show, by the way. I'm like, this is not for kids.
Even though we were hilarious. 20.
Yeah, it's good. But the Sweet Life, but I feel like they had two different. Yeah. It was 2 different series. It was they had the Sweet Life and then they did Sweet Life Overseas. So it was still the same characters, but it was branded in a different way.
That's exactly what this was.
See,
it was the Sweet Life on the Sweet Life on Deck.
Yes,
of 1992.
Yes, thank you. See, I got it.
I feel really bad that I knew the name of that show, but I did watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody later than I should have. But Wizards of Waverly Place was also awesome.
But to be fair, kid shows, even in the early or late 2000s, they were way better than what we had. If they weren't a cartoon.
Yeah, that's true.
Live action was not great. I mean, except for Clarissa. So that was awesome.
Yeah. On to the next one.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was amazing.
Oh, God.
Too. Anyway, I'm getting off on a rabbit hole. Anyway, go on. Is that the...
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Go on.
Next show, Gladiators. Do you remember this?
I never watched
With the,
that,
like-
but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
We used to watch it.
Did you?
I think my dad liked it. I don't think we watched it a lot, but like, yeah, it was like live, like crazy bodybuilder people, and they would like do all these crazy like obstacles, and it was like fucking.
Right.
What is that show now?
It's
Ninja Warrior?
Ninja Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like they were like bodybuilder. Fucking
I do remember like
crazy 90s.
I feel like when I would have sleepovers or whatever, and we would stay up really late, and then it would be like past like the original programming, the reruns would come on.
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
So that came out. Also, this was the first year of The Real World, New York.
I didn't watch that, but I know it was like the beginning of reality television.
That was literally the first reality
The beginning
TV
of
show.
garbage TV.
And then literally now that's all MTV is. It's like barely even music. Actually, I haven't watched MTV in like, I don't even know, 8 years. Except when I was in that hotel room with Future's backup dancer boys. Anyway.
Huh.
MTV does not play music.
No, they don't.
I don't think. I mean, I haven't watched it, so. But
No,
yeah,
I
this
think
was the first year of The
play
Real
like,
World,
they do
1992.
like a 2 a.m. video block at 2 o'clock in the morning when nobody's watching.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we were watching music videos with people that we were hanging out with in them. Anyway, also to bring it back to Micheal Jackson,
God,
the show The Jacksons: An American Dream was like a mini series that they came out with.
I didn't know
like
that.
It was based on the mom's like autobiography, like of the family.
Were like all the Jacksons in it?
Yeah, and it like they like showed their life, and like it was just like how they like started and became to be. Obviously, there was no beatings involved. I'm pretty sure.
I would hope not. They were like,
or prostitutes that nothing like that.
They're just like, look away.
Yeah, there's none of that.
Yikes.
But yeah, so
That stuff is like just. Ugh. Anyway.
Then I got really excited because I thought the show Dinosaurs came out in 92, but it was this other show called The Dinosaurs ! And I guess it was like
Dinosaurs.
not a documentary about dinosaurs.
It
was a documentary about dinosaurs. It was live action, live TV.
I knew it. The
Dinosaurs.
Christians were telling the truth.
I know, they're still around. No, but it was like some like fucking
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, it was not the
I have to
dinosaurs
look
with the mohawk and the teenage dinosaurs and the little baby dinosaur with the skillet. It wasn't that dinosaur show. You know what I'm talking about? You know dinosaurs, right?
Right, Bad Daddy.
Not the mama, not the mama.
Oh, not the mama. Yeah.
Bad Daddy. Close. They wore like flannels and like Letterman jackets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to wrap this up with some pop culture stuff.
Hit me.
So, this was the start of the popularity of Fabio, 1992.
Oh, dear God.
And he was if you guys don't know who Fabio is, which you do you know he was an Italian?
What?
He was an Italian Jew. Oh, wait, no. I was thinking of something else. Sorry. He was Italian. That is true. I thought he was like Italian Jewish, but I was thinking about my notes about Feifel Goes West, which also came out. I forgot to talk about that. So Feifel Goes West.
John Cleese is the evil cat. Come on.
Oh, God. That movie is so good. I had a sleeping bag, Feifel Goes West. That movie came out in 90, but they came out with a show in 92 that was called
That's right. They do have a
Feifel's American Tales. And he was a Jewish Ukrainian mouse. The Mousekowitzes.
The Mousekowitzes. I love it.
Perfect. There are no cats in America.
And the streets are lined with cheese.
Yeah, that's so true.
And it wasn't
Except
true.
your cat.
Except they were lined with evil
here.
cockroaches and mean cats.
Yeah, and rats.
It was a really creepy
Weren't there rats?
show.
There's like
There were
mean rats.
and I mean, it was really creepy animation. But it was like it was like
Steven Spielberg.
But it was like the Mouse
made
of
that
Nim
movie
too.
Yeah, I loved Nim.
Those were the rats.
The
ones.
Secret of Nim.
The Secret of Nim.
Oh, that was a scary good one. So anyways, Fabio, it was the start of him. He was just basically a romance novel cover model. And just as a little fun fact about Fabio, in 1994 he released an album that was called Fabio After Dark. And it was, quote unquote, soliloquies on his philosophies of love.
Oh,
so
dear.
Basically, ladies would just probably, I was going to say jack off, but that's not the right word.
No.
Because I can't think. They just listen to it and sit in the tub. Yeah. Caress the taco. Sit and have some alone time. No, don't. With their fucking Fabio After Dark album. That is crazy to me. Also, he was very well known for his I Can't Believe It's Not Butter.
I do remember that.
I can't believe it's not butter. That was my impression of Fabio. That was like Russian. I can't believe it's not butter. That's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's Fabio, you dumb bitch.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is German, just so you know.
I know.
You were saying Russian.
Oh, god damn it. All right. Anyway, he also had a 900 number that was like a recording of like, it would say like, hi, I'm Fabio, and like, you're beautiful, and like say stuff like that. It was just like recordings though, I guess. I wish it was still going on.
Do you think like lines like that still exist? Like those...
There's a Hall & Oates line. Did you know that?
Oh, that's right. I remember you like posting something on Instagram.
And you can choose
Yeah.
what song you want to hear to cheer you up.
Yeah.
But it's not like someone talking to you.
But that's a good one. That's a good line to have. Yeah, it's a good line of defense.
Sure. Another cool thing that happened in 1992, Woody Allen divorced his wife, and then they found out that he was actually with his adopted daughter, Soon Yi, who was 27 and he was 62. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, he divorced his wife, and then it later came out that it was because he was with his adopted. Well, I guess it was his wife's adopted daughter, technically. But
there's twisted fucks in every year, man.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. That's so weird.
It's so weird.
I mean, Woody Allen can do whatever he wants, I guess.
See, that's what the same thing. It's like, what? So Michael Jackson can do whatever he wants?
No, you're right. We say that. That's fucked up.
And he still had a career after that.
Oh yeah, forever.
But I guess technically because it was like
she was 27 though.
She was 27, and it really wasn't his daughter. But at the same time, it's gross.
I mean, he was her dad for at least some point in her life.
Yeah, when can it be like, oh, like,
I guess we're fine now. We can break past these barriers.
Awful. I was going to say, like, when does it become like, no daddy to no daddy?
Fucking R. Kelly shit. Ugh. No, that's worse. That's not worse. That is not worse. What am I saying?
It's all bad.
He just
all of it is horrible.
Daddy,
all of it's
right?
horrible.
I haven't watched that documentary yet. R. Kelly.
Which documentary is that?
R. Kelly.
But like,
what is it on? Fucking Confessions.
But what is it on?
Lifetime or something.
Oh well, I don't.
And you can rent it on Hulu.
But I only have so many streaming.
Yeah, no.
Whatever. Anyway.
So that happened. Another thing was, do you remember this? Do you remember hearing about 28,000 rubber duckies being lost at sea?
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. So. This giant barge that was shipping rubber duckies in the ocean.
You never run on a barge.
No, you don't. You never run on a barge? What did you just say?
That's a Friends reference. Come on. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
My friend Sarah was here. She would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know that. So, yeah, let me find.
Sister would know. Sister, you know, right? Yeah, she knows.
Is that a Texas thing? Do you guys call each other sister and not?
I just call her sister. I don't know why. I don't know.
My best friend Caddy does.
I don't know why I started calling her sister, but I do. I call her sister.
That's very cute. Okay, so the 28...
Caddy does that? Your Texas friend?
Yeah.
It must be a Texas thing then.
It's from Texas. So 28,000 rubber duckies went missing at sea back in 1992.
Jesus.
The rubber duckies from the... from this very same shipment still continue to wash up on the shores around the globe. Isn't that awesome?
That's pretty cool.
I know. Wouldn't that be sweet?
I feel bad for any dolphins out there
that are eating these fucking rubber duckies.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, so basically a cargo ship container tumbled over in the North Pacific Ocean and ended up accidentally dumping 28,000 rubber duckies and other bath toys into the sea. They were headed from China to be delivered to businesses throughout the United States. Fucking damn it. Anyway, so that happened in 92. So if you guys ever find a rubber ducky, that shit's been floating around in the ocean since 1992.
You can be part of history if you pick it up.
Yes, you can, and then you keep it and you could sell it. Actually, I don't know if you can do that. You might want to look up the value of those. And then my last little pop culture thing was
Hit me.
Micheal Jackson went on his Dangerous tour, but then it was canceled because the allegations came out in the late November of 1992, and his tour was supposed to go through Christmas of the following year, and it was canceled because of his sickness.
He did. It was. That's exactly what it was. It was a sickness.
Fucking sickness. That's all I got for you guys.
That all you got? That was a lot of info. I'm gonna intake that.
Yeah.
Log it away. Learn some stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to take you back to 1992 when
like
Columbus did not sail.
He didn't.
The ocean blue.
Honestly, he probably shouldn't have. So, in general.
Yeah, he fucked up a lot of shit.
He did. It was like a bull in a china shop. He just broke everything.
Yeah, he did. He was a fucking asshole.
You're at 30-ish. We're changing history, folks.
We are. We're going to change the world. One podcast at a time.
I like it. We're like a slogan machine today.
We are a slogan machine.
I dig it. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to smell my shoes.
Okay. I don't have any words for that. I'm just going to drink my drink. Super cool. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know why I sound like...
There's Thin Mints on the
laptop. I don't know why I sound like Droopy. Oh, no. That's not what Droopy sounds like. It's
Put
fine.
your Thin Mints on my laptop, girl. Whoa! What are your Thin Mints? Your boobs?
Why would your boobs be a Thin Mint? Like, here's my pieces of paper.
Maybe your nips are like Thin Mints.
My God, I hope not.
Okay, it's 10:54.
It's way past my bedtime.
God, how old am I?
I don't know.
The answer to that is 30-ish.
30-ish. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Okay. We're switching gears.
Yeah,
it's time for some crime.
It is.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Is it a ghost?
That's Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I hear it now.
One more thing.
Oh, okay.
Which I know you love this show. Mm-hmm. But in 92, Rescue 911 was like one of the top shows on TV.
Fucking love that show so much.
What was your favorite episode of Rescue 911?
There was one where this lady, I still remember it in my mind's eye.
My mind's
eye. I still like watching, like I can still see like my 32-inch tube TV in our living room. And we were watching Rescue 911. Honestly, it was probably me and the babysitter. Because I was a latchkey kid.
A what?
A latchkey kid. Haven't you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm. I haven't.
You've never heard of a latchkey kid? So a latchkey kid was just...
Yeah, but I don't think I know what that means.
It was, we just had I can't, why, Jesus Christ. We had our keys, and we would just let ourselves in.
Oh!
Just a latchkey kid. I don't even know how to say that. There's probably a better way to articulate that, but...
Okay, got it.
It was, I came home, and I had working parents, and we usually had like a babysitter or something like that.
Got it.
Latchkey kids.
Oh, I just know that was the...
Came home, and it was, we were on our own for 30 minutes, and then our babysitter got there. So it was a wild time.
You watched a lot of Rugrats.
We did. I remember I would eat... I was such a fat kid. I would watch Rocko's Modern Life, and I would have a cheese taco. Not a quesadilla. A cheese taco.
Would you even heat it up?
Yeah. No, it was a cheese taco. It was like some cheese. It wasn't like when you would make a quesadilla, it would be like the flat, like you flip it over. It was rolled up, so it was very different than a quesadilla. It was a cheese taco.
A taquito?
Yeah, kind of. I was like the first person making the taquitos, let's be honest.
You were.
I was, and it was really crappy. It was disgusting, but it was so good at the same time. Anyway, so
that's okay. I used to dip raw pasta in hot water while watching TV after school. So make it semi-soft.
Wait. So you would dip not made pasta into hot water?
Yep.
And
for like 30 seconds, a minute, and then I'd just eat it.
Why didn't you just put
crunchy, half fucking raw?
Why don't you just put like
mostly raw, not even half?
Why don't you just put like a bunch of pasta in and make it al dente, and then you eat it all at the same time instead of having?
Because I can't eat that while I'm at the table. That's hot as fuck.
What?
Can't eat that with my hand. I dipped it in. This sounds insane.
Well, how did you become a chef? I don't even understand.
Because I did that, and I was like, I need to learn how to cook. Because I'm literally eating raw pasta.
But most people would just be like, you know what? This is fine. This is on fire and it's fine.
Wow, that's the new thing. I'm going to start that fad. Half fucking like dried pasta just cooked for 1 minute.
No, that's just called severe ADHD is what that's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait. I just liked the crunchiness. I liked eating raw pasta, but I liked having it a little softer on the edges, and that's what I achieved. Really, I was a fucking chef.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Even with my fucking dipped in hot water raw pasta snack.
I'm going to ask my sister what she thinks about this, and it's going to be...
It's not very... I probably should have never admitted that. Great, I can never run for president.
Ever. Because you were born clearly in a different country if you like pasta like that.
I'm a freak.
Anyway.
I can eat pasta however I want because I'm Italian halfway, but not really because I'm just American.
Even if you weren't Italian, you can eat pasta the way you want because who the fuck cares?
Exactly.
Who the fuck cares?
So,
anyway.
Oh, yeah.
What were we talking about?
Rescue 911.
Oh my God, yes.
Your favorite episode.
Yes, okay.
And then you're talking about going to your babysitters, being a latchkey child, and then eating your snacks.
God. Okay, so so this woman was in a bathtub, and had like a shirt on, and I think they were trying to, now that I know what I know now, because people like do that whole, like when people like plaster their baby bump or whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't know at the time. I didn't know at the time because she was floating.
I don't know. That was so funny. You know when people plaster their baby bump? Oh, yes, of course. Go on.
Go on, Jan. What else do you have to report out in there in the field? So this woman, but she looked like super flat.
Yeah.
But she had like this plastered, like hard yellow thing on her. And she was like floating in the bathtub, and this fireman comes over, and he's like, I'm gonna take this. It looked like a fucking like a flat edge, but like a giant
chisel,
like a chisel, but like in like a flat end screwdriver, but just super like humongous. And he's like about to go, and she's like, oh, also I'm pregnant, and he's like, okay. And I don't really know what happened at the end, but I don't know. That's what I remember is like the stupid woman floating in the bathtub, she was probably trying to do that plaster thing on her belly, but she was like not showing.
Why did the cops come?
Because it got stuck on her and she couldn't get it off.
Oh.
And so they were gonna chisel it off, and she's like, by the way, don't stab me because I'm pregnant. You might stab his head. So, but I don't remember what happened. I just remember her going like, I'm pregnant.
That's funny because the one that I remember most vividly also has to do with a bathtub, not a plastered pregnant woman.
Oh, well, good thing because she seemed like
not a plastered baby bump. But it was this girl that was babysitting, this dumb fucking babysitter, and she was babysitting like a, 6-month-old baby, and she had to give it a bath, and
It's just we have bad plumbing. It's fine.
Oh my God, I thought someone was coming into the house. The ghosts were rumbling to attack me.
Just bulldozing. Don't mind me, take a picture of my cat.
Oh, no worries. He's so cute. So this babysitter's babysitting. She has to give the baby a fucking bath. She turns the water on like as hot as it could fucking go and is stupid and thinks that's okay and doesn't feel it, I guess. Right. Puts the baby in the bathtub, like burns the baby. And the fucking cops and fucking firemen have to come, and I think the baby survived, but...
I hope so.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. And then every time I babysat, I was like so paranoid when I like gave him a bath because I was like, oh my God, this is probably too hot. I probably gave all the kids the most cold baths ever.
I would be like, that's
I was
fine,
like, at least they're not going to die. It might freeze you, but whatever.
Your bottom lip's all chattering.
You're not going to
burn.
burn.
You're fine. Don't worry.
You are not going to burn. I know
You're
that.
You're golden. But I think my cat keeps farting. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Great. Right on my strawberries.
Right on your
just
poop
fart
berries.
on my strawberries.
Right on your strawberries.
But anyway, so that was my actual last.
That's a nice last
1992.
one. I do remember that
fact. It was like at the top of its game in 92.
It had that shitty like kind of 1990s like when it would do like the opening and it has like the
colors like flash.
Like the colors would flash and it was like that blurred. It was super 90-ish.
And like like a bar of like yellow would go across the screen real quick.
It was like super graphic-y and it was like, oh, these are such shitty graphics. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Did this crime story happen to be on Rescue 911?
No. No one came. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Are you ready to cry?
Oh God.
No. I mean it's just sad. And I will just give a fair warning. It is pretty gruesome, some of the stuff I talk about, so just be aware.
Well, let's have at it.
Okay, so
Let's give me nightmares.
Right?
Let's make me look in my car 3 times before I drive away.
Actually, that'll be fair on this one. So,
Jesus Christ on a cross.
Jesus Christ on a cross. He's got to go to school to the bathroom. Okay. Okay, so this is a story on William Bradford Bishop Jr., and this is I first heard about this story. I was watching, I think a couple of years ago. It was okay. Did you ever watch? This is another nostalgia. Did you ever watch America's Most Wanted? No. Okay, so I used to love that shit.
I was a wuss till like a year ago.
I loved crime. So, like, and what I said like before, the first time I did a crime story, like I loved crime. So anyway, so this.
I just made a really weird noise.
So, America's Most Wanted was, do you know what it was, though?
Was it a show about the people that were most wanted in America?
Wow. Good deduction.
Did I pin that on the nose?
Yes. You
pin it on the nose.
You pinned it right on the nose there.
Hit it.
Yeah. So, that was like back in the 90s, and I love that show. But, so he did like kind of a modernized version. It's called The Hunt with John Walsh. And
the
actually,
Hunt?
The
Hump?
Not the hump.
The Hump.
The Hunt. And John Walsh has like a horrible background too. Like his son, Adam Walsh, was kidnapped and killed he was kidnapped in a shopping mall when he was with his mom, and he was found like decapitated.
Holy
like, I think a week or
Jesus.
something later, or maybe even like just a day. I can't remember what the timeline of that is, but something awful. So he got into whatever. He just got into crime. I don't know exactly what his backstory is, but he did America's Most Wanted. So he was like all about catching bad guys. So then I think it was like in the late 2000s.
Gotta catch them all.
Right? He's like Pokemon, but with criminals. So in the late 2000s, he did another series which was called The Hunt with John Walsh. So I started watching that, and this was one of the first stories I watched, which was super intriguing because I'd never heard of it before. Because I've heard them all. Just kidding.
You're such a crime.
No, it's probably freaky.
Junkie?
It's probably, again, why I'm like, so did you hear about this crime and how much blood splatter there was on the wall and the blood pattern and everything else? And they're like, I'm going to go home now. That's fair. That's fair, sir. Anyway, so this guy, his name is William Bradford Bishop Jr. So.
What a name.
It is.
He sounds like a Ted Bundy.
He's like a Ted Bundy or like a Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah. Sounds super hot.
All right. So this goes from 0 to 60. I'm trying just to ignore you and just keep pushing through this.
Just don't look at me.
You're going to stop laughing here in about 2 seconds. Okay.
I'm just going to start screaming and crying.
Pretty much. Okay, so at 12:40 on March 2nd, 1976.
Oh, Jesus, we are getting right into
I told you. At 12:40 and 30 seconds, the sun was just parallel to, anyway, so
the wind was at 4 knots to the west.
Exactly. So A rancher spots a fire burning in a wooded area near Columbia, near Columbia, North Carolina, thinking it was some type of disposal of a farm animal. He contacts authorities.
Is that like a normal?
I know. When I wrote...
Oh, it just must be someone burning their fucking cows? Like, what the fuck?
No, verbatim for what, like, one of the reports said, like, oh, he just thought it was some pig parts or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is that
I'm gonna have to ask my dad about that farm life.
But I guess maybe it was illegal because he called the authorities. But at the same time, like, it must have been common because they're like, oh, he's just probably disposing of some hog parts.
Don't mind that guy.
So anyway, so he calls the authorities to go check on it. So when a state investigator arrived on scene, he finds a gas can and a shovel next to the still burning fire. He then spots a leg and quickly realizes it's humans and not an animal.
That ain't no pig leg. That ain't no prosciutto, okay?
No. So authorities pulled the 2 burnt bodies out, and to their horror, there was another body. Then they removed that body, and there was another one after that.
Holy.
So in total, there was 5. So they kept just pulling. I mean, just imagine.
And he was just burning these bodies.
He was just. I mean, they were just pulling, and they were like, "How many fucking bodies are there?" So police initially had no clue on who these victims were, and because they had no forms of identification on them, and no missing reports had been filed in the area. I'm gonna hold it like this because I'm leaning really weird and my neck hurts. Because I'm 104.
You better crick your neck back in its place.
So the only lead they had that was left at the crime scene was the shovel, which had a partial price tag that hadn't been fully like ripped off, and it had the name of it had a partial name of the store that was where the shovel was purchased. So they kind of deduct from all the shovels in the area or all the stores in the area, and they finally pinpointed it to this one hardware store.
Thank God for proof of purchase.
Right. So when they track down the hardware store, they post the fucking actual autopsy photos on the glass. Like, hey,
when is this?
This is in 1976. So, but still, like, but hold on. So they post 4 of the victims. They didn't post the 5th because that would be too gruesome. I'll tell you why they didn't post the 5th in a little bit, but so they post these victims hoping that they would have been seen because they were hoping that they were maybe regulars in the hardware store, and like somebody, either one of the clerks or one of the other customers, had seen this family essentially. So that's what their hope was. But can you imagine, I'm gonna go pick up a box of nails. Oh,
I guess I'm gonna put those nails into my eyeballs so I can never see that again.
Exactly. So anyway, so on March 10th.
Yeah,
so
that is insane.
Right. So 8 days after the murder, so like a week after the murders, police get a hit in Bethesda, Maryland. So it was about 275 miles from where the bodies had been found. So I think that's roughly like a 6-hour drive. I think.
So they thought they found someone,
right? So, but police get a hit. So somebody says
someone
tells
we're in,
okay. So
tells them.
So they get a hit from a neighbor who pointed them in the direction of the Bishop family, who they hadn't seen in a week. So about the same timing.
The whole family.
The whole family. So police go inside the Bishop's home. The kind of indication that something was wrong was they see kind of blood spatter on the porch. So they go inside, and it's essentially a fucking slaughterhouse, intensely gruesome. From there, what did they say? There was blood spatter everywhere, walls, tables, floors. In some areas, the detectives state that there was still blood dripping into pools. It was
what?
It was intensely gruesome, insanely gruesome. The children's rooms, for example, because there were children in that pyre, essentially. The children's rooms were covered with blood. Again, very gruesome, you guys. So blood from wall to wall, ceiling to floor. Like, just intense.
What?
Intense.
Did he, like, blow them up?
You'll hear about it.
Holy
just
God.
hang on. So now they could identify the victims. The 5 bodies in the woods were members of the Bishop family. It was Annette Bishop, who was 37. It was Bishop's mother, so it was the male of the family's his mother. Her name was Lobela, and she was 68. And there are 3 children. It was 3 sons: William, 14, Brenton, God damn it, Brenton, 10, and Jeffrey, 5.
Oh my gosh.
So the only person missing was William Bradford Bishop Jr., and he was the patriarch of the family. So he was missing. So they were
that's suspicious,
right? So they were described as the all-American family, social. Right. So they were social. They had the big beautiful house. The kids were athletic and beautiful. They had recently settled in
Bethesda. I didn't know. Yeah, Bethesda.
Bethesda. Tequila. Who you wanna greet her in bikini?
Those are the exact words of Kokomo by the Beach Boys. So Cheetah, Bethesda. What is that biblical place? Bathsheba? Is that what I'm trying to say? Bathsheba. God.
It's like
my
Sheba
Catholic
Hut.
education.
Right? They had recently settled in Bethesda, Maryland. I've only said that 16 times. Okay. And his mother moved into their home as well. So, when Bradford took a job in 1974 at the State Department headquarters in Washington, D.C. as an assistant...
A sister?
It's Easter. I'm going to edit the hell out of this one.
Oh, this is perfect.
This is so good.
This is very entertaining.
Right? Okay, so let me just read that whole sentence again. They had recently settled in Bethesda, Maryland, and his mother moved into their home as well. When Bradford took a job in 1974 at the State Department headquarters in Washington, D.C. as an assistant chief in the Division of Special Activities and Commercial Treaties, holy shit, say that 10 times fast, he, let's see, he made a tool where he made a $25,000 a year salary, which was about 11... What are you doing?
I keep trying to hold it like you, but I'm not.
I know.
With
I'm
that.
sorry. So in today's money, it was in today's monies. My word,
Inflation rate.
The inflation rate. Thank you.
Is that what it's called?
It is actually. You nailed it.
Wow, I'm so smart.
That equates to like $111,000 and some change. So with this job, he took. Oh my god. Okay, so this job was a desk job, and an aspect that he grew relentless with, mostly because before taking this job, he was traveling the world, where he served as a foreign service officer, and many postings overseas throughout Italy and Africa. So he was so think about going from like a world traveler to just be sitting at a desk all day.
You're pissed.
Yeah, he's just pissed off, and he loved having this, this kind of just this regal lifestyle. Like, he was important. He was somebody. So Annette, his wife, but had enough of the traveling lifestyle and wanted to kind of set down some roots for her and the kids, essentially. She didn't want them uprooted all the fucking time, which I'm sure as her kids were like, yeah, no, I don't want to change schools all the time, and I just want to be in one place. So they settled on Bethesda.
Bethesda, Missouri.
Nope. Maryland. Little north of there.
Beautiful Bethesda,
Minnesota.
Maryland.
Exactly. So, Bishop actually could speak 4 languages fluently. I was going to say Italy, Metallica, and Italy. So, Italian, French, Croatian, and Spanish.
Croatian. Croatian.
Yeah. That's a thing.
I thought you said Croatian.
Croatian. He could speak crustacean. So it was really good. He was really good with it was like Silence of the Crabs. And
he had crabs too?
Well, he probably did.
No wonder he wanted to kill us. That's not why.
That's okay.
What? Go. Shh.
Jesus. And those so those that knew him described him as intense, self-absorbed, quick to anger, and narcissistic.
A perfect candidate for marriage.
Exactly. So he pretty much thought that he was like the James Bond essentially to his agency, and he was the only one that thought that. Everyone else was like, he's a fucking asshole. Yeah, you pretty much suck. So he just had this narcissistic tendency. Especially since I feel like he came back from like this.
Oh, he sounds like a sociopath or something.
A little bit. It sounds insane. Quick to anger. Beat you for no reason. Sweet. Okay, so as time goes on, he becomes increasingly more depressed, agitated with his position, itching to find like another foreign post. But his wife, Annette, just remained reluctant. She had begun to study at the University of Maryland, despite Bishop's desire for her to remain like a stay-at-home mom. But she wanted to go back and study.
Good for her.
Yeah, she wanted to go back and like fucking further her goddamn mind, and like she put her fucking needs and wants on the side to, you know, have her kids and, you know, kind of begin to raise them. But then she's like, no, I can have a balance and I can go back to school. So she went back to school for art. So that's what she was studying. So she was just being her own.
I like her.
Yeah, right? She was just being her own fucking woman and like fucking standing up to this fucking bear and just saying, no, we're not.
She's fucking paving her own way, and he was like, no, you're not, bitch.
So she was just pretty much like putting his feet to the fire and just being a fucking human being to him. So, anyway, so there were reports of financial trouble. I mean, even with an like $111,000 salary, still, if you're just being the only breadwinner in that, like that, even like in today's standards, which is sad, it's still not enough to. I mean, they had a big, beautiful mansion. I mean, not a mansion, but they had a big, beautiful house. I mean, it might not have been enough to put the. And there was some rumors that his mother was helping him with some stuff. So that could have been. Yeah. But it's still up for debate. There still wasn't like a lot of proof, I guess, with it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so there was always kind of that speculation, maybe why he did what he did. So on March 1st.
God, people are sick.
Right? So on March 1st, Bishop is anticipating a sought-after promotion at work. But lo and behold, he doesn't get it.
Because he's an asshole.
He is a fucking asshole. So cue the temper tantrum. So he told his secretary that he was like, I don't feel well. And he left his office in Foggy Bottom. I just like the name.
Little Foggy Bottom town.
Exactly. So he drove to his bank where he withdrew $400. So that was, a lot of kind of statements claim that was his life savings. So that was roughly about $1,800. So maybe there could have been some merit that there was some financial troubles, because even in today's standards, $1,800 in your savings is not a lot. I mean, obviously, but in all honesty, like in today's standards, who can like afford a fucking $1,000 emergency? I know I can't, and I'm fucking single as fuck. So there's that. So maybe there was some merit to that financial trouble. But so then he went to the Montgomery Mall, and where he bought that's up to debate as well, like either a ball, because the murder weapon has never been found to this day. So he either bought a ball peen hammer, so think like, do you know what a ball peen hammer is? So either that or a mini sledgehammer. Both suck. It doesn't matter. Either way, they both are fucking awful, right? Okay. So both just suck.
Oh my god, that's why there was blood everywhere.
Yeah, so he bought those two. He bought one of those two things and a gas can. Okay, and he also filled the gas can and the tank of his station wagon. Filled it up. So from there, he drove to the hardware store where he purchased a shovel, which was the shovel that had that little tag on it. So then he goes home, and one by one, he bludgeons his family to death. Okay, now we're going to go into the murders. Ready? God. Okay, so he starts with his wife, who, from what the evidence shows at the crime scene, she was taken by surprise. So it's kind of shows that like she didn't even know what was coming, which that could, I mean, because the bodies were moved, so they don't know like how she was laying.
But like how else?
But like it was like she was downstairs and like in the den studying for like an art exam or something like that. So like there was blood like all over
fucking
her. Right, yeah.
Prick.
So there was like blood all over her like books and papers and shit. So they kind of think that she was taken by surprise. I mean, you kind of hope for that because it's like what
and then how
you
was
weigh
he
it out.
able to do everyone else?
Right, so you weigh it out. So like what's worse? Oh, it gets way worse actually. Okay, so where am I at? Okay, so the next victims are actually up for debate. Not that it really fucking matters, but so either his mom came home first and she was killed, or his kids were killed. So we're just gonna kind of go like that. His kids were killed first. So so the youngest boys, 10 and 5, they shared like a room. So they shared like a bunk bed. So he goes up and he kills them in their bunk bed. They were asleep, and it's awful. Like the crime scene photos are super gruesome. So
God, that is insane.
Right. So he kills them.
People can do this.
Yeah. So, and then you think though, like one of them had to wake up, right?
Right.
One of them had to wake up to see their kid and know what was coming. So, and then he also kills like I think the other boy he was 14 and he had like his own room, or it doesn't specify exactly where he was killed, but I assume it was in his own room. So he kills him in his own room. But it also says in that this is the reason why only 4 out of the 5 were shown in that awful hardware store window, because the oldest son was not shown because he was beaten so bad he was unrecognizable. So for whatever reason, he took out so much anger on that kid, and nobody knows why. Nobody knows why. So so that's why they couldn't show his, because it was just awful.
Jesus.
I mean, they all got the worst of it because they all died, but you know what I mean? Like it was just overkill, like way overkill with him.
Yeah, it's like when people, people like fucking like legend him with a hammer, and then like fucking what's her name last time?
Which one? Jill Coit. Yeah,
Jill Coit.
Coit.
After she shot him, she bludgeoned him with a hammer.
Yeah, like
whatever.
why? Like why?
Hammer,
why would you do it?
Shovel.
Like why would you even need to do that? So
because people are fucked up.
So at the crime scene, it notes that there were actually like notches in like the ceiling. So like when he was hitting them with a hammer, he was nicking the ceiling. So he was,
oh my
so
God.
Like these poor boys, like he was hitting them so many times, he was nicking the ceiling. And
how many nicks were there?
It doesn't say, and like I don't even want to know. And there was also actually scratch marks from the top bunk, like so there was one of the kids, and it was probably, my guess is that he probably killed the oldest one first because obviously he was probably stronger, like the oldest one in that room. So that poor little boy, he was so scared and he probably was scratching at the ceiling. It was awful. Some of the stuff I was reading. So I wrote like fuckity fuck. Holy shit. So
she did write that.
I did. So anyway, so when his mother came home, she actually was able to evade him for a minute and locked herself in the bathroom.
Good job, Mom.
Right? So she got to the bathroom, but you can actually see in the crime scene photos as well, like where he kind of kicked the door in, so you could see like the whole, either where he hit it with the hammer or he kicked it with his foot. And there's actually, on the autopsy report, they can't identify if she either died from a blow to the head or she actually died of a heart attack. And you kind of hope that she died from the heart attack, because that would be way less painful than the fucking head. So we don't really know how the mom dies. We kind of hope that she dies from the heart attack. I mean, either way, it's awful, no matter what. So, after the murders, he takes a shower, because you know how you do.
Because you feel
after
dirty.
After you murder.
You feel dirty after you murder your family.
You gotta clean that sin right off. So
I gotta wash these sins right out of my brain.
Was that a song?
Yeah, that was a song.
I kind of
Gotta
figured.
wash these.
Gotta wash
sins?
the sins.
I might have just made that song
It's okay.
sins.
That's okay.
Wash these spots right out of my... It's about spots. I just said sins.
Like a dirty dog.
That's the Catholic version. Wash these sins right off of my body.
I knew it. So he loads them up. So after he takes a shower, he loads them up in the station wagon and drives 275 miles.
While they're just bleeding everywhere?
Yeah. So he loads
this
and
fucking
he
car
just
covered in blood.
And he drives 275 miles in that wooded area where we talked about at the top of the episode, the
top of the hour,
the top of the story. Yeah, so he takes him to dump him, which they do make a note, like, he had to have been there before because it was like a logging kind of road.
It was just like a random...
So it was like he had to know where it was in order to whatever. Also, though, just a note, he takes his dog Leo with him. So his dog, he spared his dog, his prize golden retriever. So he takes it in the front seat.
Well, at least the dog didn't have to fucking die.
Yeah, so he takes the dog with him, and they take the family up to the fucking woods. So,
the dog didn't attack him knowing what he did.
Nope. So, also another side note. So when police found Bishop's journal, he had written a passage from a song, actually from like a poem, On the Open Road by Walt Whitman. Mm-hmm. And it talks about being his own master, and along with this excerpt, the stale cadaver blocks the passage. The burial can wait no longer. So read into that what you will. Yeah.
Gross.
So anyway, once there on March 2nd, he dug a shallow hole where he piled the bodies and set them ablaze with gasoline, and then he takes off. And then actually, which is the super sad note, he and the cops probably just missed each other because the ranger tower where was first spotted that fire was only about like a mile away from where the fire was spotted not long after it started. So they just missed each other.
Oh, God.
So he drives 2.5 hours south to Jacksonville, North Carolina, where he chains out his bloody shoes, and the cops think that he purposely uses the credit card because obviously they're like, he knows that we're going to track him. So he has to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
So he uses that, and then, that kind of goes, because on March 2nd, they still don't know that they're looking for him. Yeah. They don't even know, like, who these people are.
Yeah.
They don't know who these people are until, like, March 10th. So, but on March 18th, so he had, like, pretty much, like, a week to get ahead of them. So on March 18th, so 2 weeks have gone by, essentially, roughly, from the bodies that they found. And they find Bishop's 1974 Chevy station wagon abandoned in isolated campgrounds in Elkmont, Tennessee. And it was at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And it was a few miles away from the Appalachian Trail, and about 400 miles away from where he had dumped his family. And so the car contained dog biscuits, meaning that he probably kept his dog and took him with him, a bloody blanket, a shotgun, and an axe, and a shaving kit with his antidepressant medication in it. And then the trunk's spare tire well was just full of blood.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, they knew that they had the car.
Yeah.
So a witness believed that the car had been there since, like, March 5th through 7th. So he had
Some
big,
time to get
yeah.
away.
So police theorized that Bishop joined the flow of the hikers of the Appalachian Trail and they attempted to follow his scent with the bloodhounds, but it goes cold. So,
Jesus.
So still they kind of trying to speculate why he did it. You know, was it financial reasons? Was it because he was tired of his life or whatever? Most people think it's a combination of both, but most people believe also that it was probably just the latter. It was just, he was just tired of his life and he just wanted a new life. And he wanted to be
And that's
free.
the way to do it?
He was dark. He was depressed. He was a narcissist. So, so there have been sightings of him since this happened. So in 1978, a Swedish woman who said she had collaborated with Bishop while on a business trip in Ethiopia reported she had spotted him twice in the public park in Stockholm during a span of 1 week. She stated she was absolutely certain that it was the man, and the man was Bishop. She did not contact the police at the time because she had not realized he was wanted for murder in the U.S. Well, that's a good, whatever, which is fair.
Yeah.
In January 1979, Bishop was reportedly seen by a former U.S. state colleague in a restroom in Italy. The colleague greeted the bearded man, who he personally believed to be Bishop, eye to eye, asking the man impulsively, "Hey, you're Brad Bishop, aren't you?" The man panicked suddenly, responding in a distinctly American accent, "Oh no." He then ran swiftly out of the restroom and fled into the alleyways.
That's suspicious
That's
a little bit.
suspicious. So the next sighting is until 1994. So on September 1994, in Switzerland, on a plane platform, a neighbor who had known Bishop and his family in
Bethesda.
I don't know.
Maryland.
Who had known his family in Bethesda.
I almost said Bathsheba again.
Bathsheba. Who had known his family in Bethesda, was on vacation and reported that she had seen Bishop from a few feet away. The neighbor described Bishop as well-groomed and said he was getting into a car. And that was the last sighting. So
Wait, they never found him?
So on April 10th, 2014, he was put on the FBI 10 Most Wanted because in 2014 they were really starting to look for him, I guess.
Good thing they jumped on the bandwagon.
But only after 4 years later he was taken off the top 10. So in June 2018 he was already taken off. So he's still missing, and technically he is 83. Technically, yeah. So he's 83 and he's still missing.
Wait, they've never fucking found him?
They've never found him. He either is. Now, there was a point where I think it was in 2014, they believed that he was...
He's obviously in Europe somewhere.
Right, yeah, and that's what everyone believes, that he just escaped to Europe, and that's... Because, I mean, he could speak 4 languages. He had a foreign diplomat passport. He could just... And back then, they weren't regulating passports and stuff like that like they were now. So he could just fucking get on a plane and go. So that's probably where he is. There was like a theory in 2014 where they thought he was this John Doe, Alabama dude. And they actually...
That's a fucking fake-ass name if I ever heard one.
Right? So they exhumed his body and everything, and they're like, oh yeah, no, it's not him. So...
God damn it, John Doe,
They threw him right
Alabama.
back in that hole. In that hole. They threw him right back in that hole, dude. So they threw him back in the hole, unfortunately. So, but no, it did not. So they thought it was that Alabama John Doe, but it turned out not to be. But no, he's never been found. Not a trace. But he's probably in Europe, if he survived. Some people think he killed himself and just disappeared.
Let's just hope he killed himself.
But who knows? Probably not. He's a narcissist.
That's true.
Yeah. So...
That sucks.
But you know what's crazy is that, and only because I'm obsessed with this stupid murder shit, but in 1971, have you ever heard of a guy called John List?
I don't think so.
He was also, so this guy, let me back up, but Bishop is kind of classified as a family annihilator. So what says in the title. So this guy, John List, in 1971 is also identified as a family annihilator, and he killed his wife, his mother, and 3 children. Very similar to what Bishop did.
So wait, this John List...
Sorry.
What's that?
It's my iMessage.
Oh.
I don't know why my computer's so slow.
So this John List person...
That's a story for another day. He's another fucked up guy.
But they think that's the same person?
No. I'm just saying, like, I thought it was a very weird coincidence that it happened. This happened in 1976. John List's murders happened in 1971. I'm wondering if he ever, like... I just wonder if he heard the story, if he was inspired a little bit. I don't know.
Weird.
I could be wrong. I could be way off base.
Yeah, but that's...
It was the exact same thing. It was the mom, it was the wife, and 3 children that were murdered with John List. And John List actually, he evaded police, but he actually did eventually get caught, but not to I think 50 some odd years. He had a full life, but he actually is in prison. But this guy, I think he escaped to Europe. So,
it sounds like it if people are seeing him in Switzerland. And...
Yeah, so I think he escaped to Europe. But anyway, so yeah. So, but also there was another thing. So in the Washington Post reported in 1977, so just 1 year, one year after the slayings, Robert Nizer bought the Bishop home.
That was fucking...
Yes, the one that they murdered.
Riddled with blood?
Yes. So although he stated that he renegotiated the price, a little bit, to be fair, after learning from the realtor that the house had belonged to the Bishops. The Nizers apparently got a good deal financially. So they paid $106,000, while the house next door, which was identical to the house, except for like a little extra suite, I guess that was an add-on, sold recently for $113. So it was a wicked good deal for having a bunch of fucking murdered kids in.
No, it wasn't.
Right. So a whole whopping $7,000 less. So in today's whatever standards.
My God.
So in today's standards for a $106 house would be roughly like $143,000. And so like $173,000 in the difference, or like for the 113. So it'd be so it'd be $30,000 difference today. But still, that's not enough. Can you imagine buying a house
soaked in blood?
only a year, not like 20 years, not 10 years, a year after that massacre had happened? I'd be like, yeah, how much is a bulldozer coming to bull down?
Are you going to pay me to fucking live here?
Yeah, I would just
Then I'll
ask
live
for a
here.
bulldozer and then plow that
Still
shit
won't live
down.
here.
I would just plow it down.
Oh my God. Ew.
So yeah.
That's...
So that's the story of poor little Bishop family.
Bishop Jr.
Bishop Jr. Jackson.
Over there in Bethesda, Missouri.
Yep. So yeah. So that's the story of that. You know, it's
That is sick.
They know who did it, but they've never been able to catch him.
That sucks.
Yep. It was a little bit of a left turn toward Bummer Island, but it's okay.
Oh my God. It's pretty fucking fascinating that people can do this kind of shit to me.
Well, that's why this stuff fascinates me, is because I'm just like, I just want to know, like, how does somebody do that? I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's just mind-boggling.
I just want to know why.
And also, that fucking sucks that he's just living his life.
Yeah, and it could be dead or you know, he's at the end of his life or whatever, but I get
he's like
but 80. I get it. Like, even if he did live a full life, he got to live a full life. And he fucking just threw him away like trash.
He'll get his.
Oh, he'll get it. Maybe. In one life or another. One life to live.
You only have one life to live.
You know it's yawning time when it's beddy time on 30ish.
It is.
It is. It's 11:45.
Oh, God damn, we got this.
This is going to be a very long episode to edit.
It is. Good luck. Well, should we roll?
Let's
you have your
roll.
special dice.
I do.
Dicey?
Stand by.
All right, I'll roll first this time.
Okay.
All right, let's
roll.
Do you want to roll? And that is the times and from show. Shake it like a pom-pom, like a pom-pom.
Jesus
That's another Missy Elliott song. For cooking.
Oh, shit.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, do you want to explain cooking?
What? Oh, cooking. So this is how we're going to cook.
With pots and pans?
We're going to cook with pots and pans. So I'm going to be cooking, but Shay is going to be reading a recipe that I've never read or looked at.
Good luck
before.
to Brie. Because I can't
And Shay's going to
shit.
be reading the recipe, and then I'm going to be commentating and cooking while that
screaming
happens.
at me.
And being like, Shay, what the fuck did you just
You
say?
can't cook anything.
Girl, I will figure that shit out.
It's okay, good.
So
Girl,
we're going to see how that goes. That's going to be
it's going to be a good one.
We'll see how good that one goes.
I think it'll be good. All right, ready?
Yep, go.
Dose. Oh, it's paranormal. Sweet.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, paranormal.
Well, we definitely can't do that at my house.
No.
Unless it's literally at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if it's 9 in the morning, that's pretty sketchy. In the fucm. In the fucking haunted farmhouse. Anyway, all right.
All right, you ready to roll
cooking
out?
and paranormaling.
Doing a ghosty cook tour. It'll be like, it'll be like Julia Child.
Well, I have the joy of cooking. We should cook something out of that.
That'll be good. Is that what the joy of cooking is from?
No.
Oh, I was
Oh
like,
my God.
I was super
I'm
confused.
Fucking so dumb.
I believed you.
I'm the worst
so
chef in the whole world.
I fucking
It's
believed.
mastering the art of French cooking is fucking Julia
It's okay.
Child's
I fucking believed you.
cookbook.
So who's the bigger dummy? Who's the dummy now? Name that movie.
Me?
Yeah. Major Pain. Come on.
Oh my god.
God damn it. Fuck, we can't be friends anymore. It's upsetting. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, So until next time.
Well, that was fun.
We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side.
Oh my god. We could do this for hours. Okay.
I know. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.